Okay, I'm gonna do some stories about a miserable little cocksucker that I used to be friends with. We all have mental problems. I have mental problems. You know, we all do. There's no denying it. It just is what it is. We have them at different severities. I have anxiety that I deal with. He has anxiety he deals with. He's also got a bunch of other shit. Now this guy's 5 feet tall, around that height. So I get there's problems with that right away. I understand. I'm only 5'6". I get some of that. I understand some of that. But we're always told, hey, let's stick to our strengths. You know, let's strengthen what we're bad at and all that. And a lot of people don't stick to their strengths because if they did, they'd be successful in what they're doing. That just is what it is. Now, this guy should have been a lawyer. He should have never tried to be a stand-up comic. He was an actor. He went to school for acting and everything else. And he was good at reciting other people's bullshit or remembering other people's bullshit, but he couldn't write his way out of fucking anything. It was bad. It just, not bad like, I know comedy's subjective. What I mean is, it would only hit certain nights about once every 4 months. And the jokes that hit are ones that I wrote for him or punched up for him personally. That's not me, you know, tooting my own horn or any other shit. That's just the truth of it. I've had other comics tell me that. I had comics wanting me to write for them because I wrote for him. And it's like, well, now he seems somewhat competent. Now, there's a lot of people that want to do different things and go ahead, shoot for whatever you want to shoot for, but also know what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are. And know that there's going to be some weak points to the shit that you do. So, with him and a lot of other comics, what they do is, and this is the way it's different than movies or anything else, and this is the reason that comics don't stick around for other comic sets, really, is you will be doing the same set night after night after night, tightening it, changing it up, getting it ready for a promoter, for a booker to see you and be like, hey, we want you on this, we're going to pay you a little bit of money, and then you impressing them enough for them to bring you back. That's a lot of the way it works. Now, everyone wants to think that it's on the fly and all that. There's some people that do it on the fly. There's some people that are really good at that. Most people aren't. And some people write word for word and just recite. Now, I'm not that way, and this guy was. Word for word, had to be word for word. And then if he changed it up on any given night, he had to go and write down the change up before he said it. So he knew he was going to be saying it different before he went up. And with that kind of insecurity, it becomes a problem. Not just for you, but everyone around. It became a problem for me. It became a problem for people at shows, at open mics, at all that shit. Because people self-medicate in those kind of situations, and he wasn't any different. He drank a lot. He wrecked multiple cars due to drinking. All kinds of different shit, right? Like, drinking was one of his vices. I don't know if he's alive. I don't know if he's dead, but it was one of his vices. And drinking does go along with comedy a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because they aren't the happiest people. It's not the healthiest thing to do. Even comics will tell you that shit. Especially the new school ones. They'll tell you that shit all day long. It's not a job for them, it's a lifestyle. What are they? They aren't a human, they're a comic. They call non-comics civilians. How do I know? Because I've been part of that fucking world, okay? So, like I said, short guy, everything else, that said he was not comfortable with people and shit, even though he ran shows and everything else on his own. He got handed shows, like, here's a show, run it, MC it every night. If you're uncomfortable with people, that's fine, but you're dealing with people all the time, so stop with the bullshit, right? So, the reason I'm telling you all this is because sometimes we know it's time to cut toxic motherfuckers out, and we just don't do it for a long goddamn time. Now, with me, I'm not gonna lie, and this isn't gonna paint me in a good light, and I really don't care because it's the truth. I did not have a license at the time. When I met him, I was on probation. I was basically in the middle of Detroit in this place called Hamtramck. I bust out there. He happened to live on this side of town. I needed a ride on this side of town. He said he was a punk. He was in the Green Day. He's not a punk. That's not punk shit. That's not punk music. But he was like, okay, blah, 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 whatever. Gave me a ride. Told me about this place that he did over by his spot. Tried to go there twice. Couldn't find the spot. Found it. Started hanging with him. And basically, he'd always offer me a ride. So I'd say yes. Am I happy about being that? No. I would give him gas money. I'd do other shit for him. And I'd watch his ass because he didn't know how many people wanted to kick it, but I did. There was always somebody wanting to kick it for some stupid shit he's saying, somebody's girl he's hitting on an accident, or maybe not hitting on, but it looks like it, to the point where it's a big fucking problem. So, I'm telling you all that to tell you this, right? I had not seen him in a while. I stopped doing comedy because it was either stop doing comedy, find a way to get your head right, or it was going to be really, 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 really bad. And it was already horrible. I was already depressed, and